Well, after the Supreme Court gay marriage arguments last week, what I've been saying for a while now on YouTube is now coming true, and that's that gay marriage is inevitable. I'm not going to discuss that anymore. I've covered that inevitability concept too much. But if you haven't seen my video on it, multiple videos, the premise is there are less rednecks and more smart people. And smart people will vote for gay marriage. All the rednecks from, 1950 and before are kind of dying off. And gay marriage will happen as a result of that. But there's kind of a new thing that is happening now. And the conservative rednecks are now seeing that gay marriage is inevitable. They're realizing this. And there's two reactions. So you got two groups. You have the elite Republican idiots like Bill O'Reilly and all the social conservative foundations, all the people in the news, everybody at Fox, the senior politicians, and they're starting to take this kind of approach to gay marriage. They're either going to switch to be in favor of it, like that Rob Portman guy, even though he has a gay son, but there's many more. I've even seen it when it passed here in Maryland. There were conservatives who switched their vote at the last minute because they saw that 10 years down the road they're going to look like a Klan member for voting against it. They just don't want to be seen as stupid. So they're either switching support for it, or the other reaction by the elitist Republicans, the reaction is going to be to try and downplay it. They're going to say, well, yeah, we oppose it, but we're not going to talk about it. And that's what Mitt Romney kind of did in his campaign. It's like, yeah, I'm formally opposed to it, but we know it's not a winning issue, so we're not going to talk about it. So the two things the elitist Republicans are doing, the high-level people, is they're going to switch or they're going to ignore it, and they're going to, when they ignore it, they're trying to whitewash their crimes, because being against gay marriage is a crime against humanity. If you don't believe in the equality to do whatever you want, if you're trying to prevent me from going out and signing a marriage contract with someone, then you are you should be tried like the Nuremberg people were. So they're trying to whitewash their idiocy, say, yeah, we opposed it back then, just like the people after the civil rights movement said, yeah, we opposed it, but let's not talk about that. So that is the elitist Republican reaction. All of the people who have any power in the party are going to do that. Now, the low-level people have the opposite reaction. All of the teabaggers that go out into all the protests and stuff like that, they're getting more hardened in their opposition to gay marriage because they know that it's coming. And they've got their religious nonsense about they've got to stand firm against the opposition. They've got to spread the word of God because it's concrete and it never changes. And basically what is happening now, you're seeing them going nuts. On YouTube, I've been interacting with them a lot more recently, and I see that they're starting to do what I call fact denial. Fact denial. And this is when they deny facts. So you can come out and tell them all the polls are shifting to gay marriage, everyone being in favor of it, nationwide. The trend is very obvious, especially over the last 10 years. More states are allowing it. Yet I have this one person on another video over there saying, oh, 95% of the population opposes it. Well, no, you're a dumbass. You don't understand statistics. When a poll comes out and says that all the polls are saying it's about 50-50 or 60-40% of people in favor of gay marriage, there's no way that 95% of people are still opposed to gay marriage. If you know anything about confidence intervals and how they actually take these polls, it's just completely off the wall. So the two reactions, you have the elitist rednecks that I mentioned, or it's the two groups, and then one of the groups has two reactions. The elitist rednecks, Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, everyone like that. Bill O'Reilly actually came out and said that the conservatives argued it very stupidly at the Supreme Court. He said they focused too much on the Bible. But the reactions of the elitist Republican is there are two. They're trying to whitewash it. They're trying to say, oh yeah, we oppose it, but we're not going to talk about it, or they're going to switch. And then on the other side, you have the low-level rednecks who are going to eventually become more against it, and they're kind of going to go out like the Redeemers. After the Civil War, there was the redeemers. We have to redeem the South. The South was right, and you still got some of those idiots today. Yeah, slavery, that was good. And not having a developed economy based around agriculture. That's what the redeemers were all about. And I'm going to expect, what did the redeemers do? Well, those were the people who formed the Klan. I think his name was Forrest, was one of the guys who did that. From Forrest Gump, they say that he's named after the Klan member, but that was an actual fact. And as they saw that black people being free was inevitable, they started killing people. So I wonder if we're going to see more anti-gay violence from the rednecks, especially with the distressed economy. That's the main reason that they lash out against gay people, is because gay people tend to have more white-collar jobs, make a little bit more money, but these very low-level Tea Party people are they might be only doing $20,000 or $30,000 a year, and they see that the gay people are having success because they aren't stupid like they are, and that's one reason that they attack them. You can go look that up. It's just like sociology of why people hate minorities. When there was a bunch of Asians started coming in and making money, white people started hating them. It's all about money. Same thing with Hispanics. They took our jobs, even though if they can do a better job, then yeah, they're going to have your job because you can't do it better than they will. So anyway, just be aware of these. Look at how the elitist Republicans are talking compared to your low-level evangelical grunts, and it's interesting to kind of see it play out. It's playing out very similarly to slavery. Gay marriage is often compared to slavery, civil rights. It's the same story on every social issue. You have the people who try and they'll change their position, some will ignore it, and then the low-level people will come out and just be radical until the end, until they eventually die off, which cannot come soon enough. Thanks for watching.